17 degrees, 27 kilometers an hour. That is the key figure here. South-southeast the wind, and it is going to be a windy Cape Argus Pick and Pay Momentum Cycle Tour for 2014. But the good news is no chance of rain. This is the route that they'll be heading down, of course, from the start in the city centre, up over Hospital Bend, then down through the Blue Route and towards Muizenberg, which is where they'll hit the coastal road along False Bay, all the way hugging through Simonstown, and then up to that Smitswinkel climb and towards Misty Cliffs. The big climbs of the day come here. Chapman's Peak will sort them out, as will Seikabossi as they pass through Hout Bay and then charging to the finish at Greenpoint. They'll certainly have earned their keep today. In seconds they'll be away. Away rolls the elite field in the 2014 Cape Argus Pick and Pay Momentum Cycle Tour. These are the men who will be racing around here in around about 2 hours 40 minutes to take away the biggest title in South African cycling.
There is Andrea Schoeman, 7 times the winner, and she holds the record of wins, and the latest one coming just 1 year ago.
There they go, a smallish batch, and they're heading off here, so we'll see how it all unfolds. Not all the top races in the women's pro scene are racing today, which is a little bit disappointing, but nevertheless the racing will be very, very tough indeed.
Now Kevin Evans is opening up the sprint, and Nolan Hoffman sitting in his slipstream. If he can hold this, he could finish it off and get the victory, but now Bonitas go through on the inside here, and this looks like it might be Chris Jennings who's launched the attack as they race up for the split, and it's got rid of Kevin Evans there as they come up on the inside as well. But there's no Fouchier here as Nolan Hoffman hits the front, grits his teeth. Can he hold on? He's never won the cycle tour before, but he has now as he hits the line. Nolan Hoffman at last. He's twice finished second. Now he's got the win.
Here's another look at that sprint, and wow, he won it going away.
That's a man who has just come back from the World Track Championships where he finished 5th in the scratch race there. They have a pure sprinter, and they brought him to the line. Kevin Evans was the man who innocently led him out, but he took good advantage there at the mount. A clear victory for Nolan Hoffman. Great
result for Nolan Hoffman. Meron Tishum continuing some good form in second place. HP Kriya for Bonitas, Nick Dougal for MTN, Frantisek Rabon coming in 5th place. That's the top 10. And the finish just ahead. Henriette Schoeman out of sight, it appears.
Yes, Cherise now coming in on her own. She's about 600 meters from the line now. We could see some of the men behind her. They are probably going to sprint it out for their positions now, but it's really nice seeing Cherise coming in on her own, back on a bicycle, back on a Rose bicycle as well, though she's mainly riding mountain bike these days.
A couple of the men dicing it out for the veterans categories, but she won't be too bothered by them. She didn't want to get too mixed up. Perhaps that was the plan initially, to try and get out of the way there of these men who will be sprinting it out. But I think she just made sure that Henriette Schoeman is not in there, and the veterans will dice it out. But inside that group is Cherise Stander against the barriers, and she will take the win here.
Well, it definitely seems like it's only Cherise in that group. So here are the different veteran groups now coming, the VAs, VBs, as well as the Masters. Crash, just like we expected. There might be a crash, and we hope that Cherise made it safe. She's safe, just on the right of our screen there now.
Well,
she made it safe.
Yeah, she's breathing a huge sigh of relief there, Cherise. Not a smile on her face just yet. I think it's relief at having avoided what looked to be a very nasty crash. You can see just ahead of Cherise.
Oh, that was a bump.
See, there's a little bump. Down go the riders. This tandem was involved, and I tell you what, Cherise, so lucky.
He was definitely moving his upper body a little bit too much maybe, and pushing one of the riders down, and of course it's like dynamos. Once they go down, the next one goes as well, and the wind also playing a factor, but Cherise made it safely to the line.
I mean, that's just 10 meters from the finish there, and down they went in a heap. And Cherise, you could see her bowing her head and just no doubt breathing a great sigh of relief.